We are here live at America Fest, amfest.com. Very special guest right off the top, Steve Bannon. Steve, great to see you.
Hey, can we give it up for Charlie Kirk, what he's done here with AmFest? What amazing. Charlie, what size crowd are we anticipating here?
Right near 20,000. Now, we don't have 20,000 seats in there, so it's going to be a little bit of a first come, first serve. And, you know, we've been trying to tell people, hey, tickets going to run out. I got an email, oh, Charlie, I'll be fine. I said, I don't think you're going to be fine. But we have President Trump keynoting on Sunday. You're giving one of the keynote addresses tonight alongside Donald Trump Jr. and Tucker Carlson. Can't wait to see the fastball that Steve Bannon brings.
It's going to be wild. It's going to be very wild. But I got to tell you, it's the breakout session. It's the whole package. So the week before Christmas, get people here. The weekend before Christmas, you've got so many motivated people, 18,000. By the way, War Room can still get it by going to amfest.com. War Room, you still get your 25%. Charlie's good enough to give us the 25% discount on the first day.
All the way through.
All the way through. So, folks, if you're in the general area, California, anywhere, come on down. You're going to have a great... Plus, there's high energy. We need also to take some time to celebrate and to
really, and I'm not a big celebration guy
either, but with all the firestorm going on, we got to be able, we're going to have come together to end this historic year.
Because, I mean, it has been a decade in the making. This one was harder than 16 in so many different ways. Can you talk about that, Steve? Because you were
hold it. I think I sat in for Charlie Kirk's first pitch. When Charlie Kirk came with Turning Point, and I sat in for some pretty big donuts, asked me to sit in, and Charlie's sitting there pitching, and at the time you're going to take over student government, student government president, and I go, that's about the wackiest idea I've ever heard. But the energy this guy had, this young man had, and make note, you weren't even going to college. I mean, you made a big deal, say, hey, I don't need to do this, and to think of just the arc of where you guys have come, because it was Elon Musk that had everybody's back, but it was the Turning Point, and you focused on get out the vote with the War Room posse in the blue wall, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, but you focused on Arizona and Pennsylvania. And look at that, you're making those two you're making Pennsylvania the new Ohio.
That's right.
And you're making Arizona the new Florida.
We got Cliff Maloney right here from PA Chase, and Arizona, though, we can say something Pennsylvania can't say. We were the best performing swing state. And by far, the biggest shift from 2020.
On Arizona was unbelievable.
5.5-point victory. And I don't understand that we were outspent 3-1 here in Arizona. Kamala Harris just submerged us with television advertisements.
Which also, Gallegos put in almost $100 million.
That's right. Which did not help the ecosystem but Trump still won by 5.5 points. It was the best improvement for him. At least the reported total, because 2020.
But you broke their back in Arizona. They had put so much money in here, thought they had
so much so. I don't want to get too cocky here. It's possible the Democrats start to retreat from the state if we keep this momentum up.
You have to remember, go back to 2020. What was it, 10:30 at night or 8:30 out here when Fox called it? I mean, that changed the entire dynamic.
It was the whole,
and we had to get back to that. But I'll be honest with you. I said, look, if Charlie and these guys can get us back with a 2.5 point, 3-point win.
5.5.
5.5.
Yeah, and because, I mean, you look at Georgia, that was a 1.8 point victory. North Carolina, 3 points. Pennsylvania, 1.7. Michigan, 1.2. Wisconsin, under 1. Nevada, 3.2. And then Arizona, boom, by far the biggest. And that's a testament to the grassroots, to the ballot chasing.
And you guys did such a job. A little bit, Nevada, I think, drafted off that. That's why Nevada, I thought, was going to be 1%.
We had staff in Nevada, too. We ballot chased there, too. But the point being is that what we did in Arizona worked. We're going to celebrate that. And I mentioned on your program, Steve, the president coming here, big deal, going out west, nearly 8 hours of flying.
Well, it's his first to really come and do a big
address.
Yes.
In front of an audience. But he told me on the phone, he said, Charlie, I will only come under one condition. It is called a tribute to Arizona. You have to understand that at this very convention center was President Trump's first ever MAGA rally.
Oh, I remember.
His first ever MAGA rally in 2015 was here in this convention center, where Tyler Boyer, our COO, actually hosted it and planned it. And they really are a couple hundred people going to show up? Turned out like 2,000 people. The idea of the MAGA rally was birthed in this center.
Yes.
And now he is coming for his momentous address celebrating the greatest victory in American history.
That's when the media actually realized, hey, at first they thought it was Trump coming down, and he was really, because people were telling me, particularly Ailes and the guys at Senior Fox, they go, look, he's just trying to negotiate a better deal at The Apprentice. This is Trump, the master negotiator. And I go, I don't know about that. It was here in Phoenix in this very building when people all of a sudden go, there's over 2,000 people.
Well, not just people, but I think the president was like, oh, this thing's huge, right? And all of a sudden, this new genre of a political event off the cuff.
The Trump rally
was born. No one thought it was, because understand, political events before Trump were incredibly sanitized. They were overly rehearsed. It was almost as if putting on like a theater play, right? Trump was like,
by theater kids.
Right. I need a microphone, I need a flag, and a bunch of chairs, and let's go. And he did it all across the country, and
broke the mold.
I think he's did over 900 MAGA rallies since 2016, something like that.
Yeah.
I need to get the final number, but it's something extraordinary.